Hey guys, welcome to Introduction of Computer Networks, and this is Polly streaming live from NTU. All right, so hey, obviously you're experiencing something that's very, very different in terms of taking a course. So allow me to explain. This is the opening screen. So what you're seeing, of course, there's a tiny window there, Polly talking. Towards the right, you see Golfer. Okay, so that's the mascot of the programming language we'll be learning and using to write a network application this semester. Okay, and that, in fact, is the very beginning of the course page. Okay, and I believe that many of you have discovered the course page or by sending email asking where it is. Okay, and I see that many of you guys have also discovered how to join the score server of the class. So that is the thing in the center of your screen. Okay, so Polly Huang here posted something on the announcement channel here. Okay, so this is usually what we do at the beginning of the lecture. I would announce important things that I would like you to know. So the first 2 points are usually where the live lecture links are and where the Google Meet session for off-class Q&A are. All right. There's also usually a point number 3 that is to remind you the assignments that are due the end of the week. Okay, and it's always due Saturday, 6 p.m. And for this week, chances high that we have 3 quizzes that you need to submit. We'll see how fast the lectures go. All right, so announcements, right? And shortly after the announcements, you will see a list of videos. So the lecture is going to be a list of these videos Polly will play while Polly is also live talking, trying to transition you from video to video. Okay. So you see that the first 4 videos or the first set of videos start from the vital information. This one is very short, talks about the basic information of the course, just to make sure that you are coming to the right class. So here's the video. This is Introduction to Computer Networks. I'm going to be your instructor for the semester. The name is Polly Huang. And feel free to call me just Polly. I'm listing here the name of the course and my name in Chinese, just in case. The course number is EE4020, indicating this is EE Department, High Division, elective course. This number here is the class ID, the curriculum ID, 901 capital E 31110. In some semesters, you see the capital E in the middle. In some semesters, you might not. Just be careful and make sure that you register to my session. Okay, so in some semesters, there might be more than 1 sessions of Introduction to Computer Networks. This is a 3-unit course. That means the lecture load is about 3 hours a week. Be careful though. That doesn't mean the assignment or the studying load is only 3 hours a week. All right, so 1-minute video, right? Straightforward. All right, the next set of videos are things that I want to talk about before start introducing what we're going to teach in this class. So these are the pre-words. The course is very special, as you see, and this is not the only special thing. So in features, the next topic, you'll hear Polly talking about 5 features of this class. So this first video talks about the first 3 features. So this is a course designed and sponsored by MOE, designed to promote interaction and diversity. Okay, as you might notice that later on, we do have quite a number of international students attending the course. Okay, and the lifestyle, the way we learn can all be very different. Okay. Now, in order for a course at NTU to accommodate international students, we should definitely then accommodate different students coming from different regions having different learning needs. Okay, so it's a course promoting interaction and diversity. Second feature, as you're experiencing now, it's entirely online. Okay. Later in the video, you will hear more. And third, the course is almost 100% in English. So this first video, the second video, unlike the first one that is only 1 minute, this one slightly longer than 4 minutes. Let's see how it works. Before we go over the technical side of the class admin, such as the scope, the semester schedule, and how you guys are going to be graded, let me spend some time talking about how the course is designed and why. This is kind of important such that I provide peace of mind. Let me start with the number 1 feature. Yeah, the course is experimental. It has been sponsored by NTU and the Ministry of Education for years. This is because we have come to realize that offering courses in English doesn't make us more international. It in fact doesn't connect the domestic student with the international students all that well. Therefore, the course is designed to promote a few things such that we connect better. First, we promote interactions, not just between you and me, but also among yourselves. So feel free to answer each other's questions. Feel free to fill each other's sentences. Second, you guys are encouraged to solve problems right there in class. And some of these problems might be open-end problems, meaning there's no one solution to the problem. You guys can form team and have discussions together, or working as an individual, look up information on the web and see if you can come up with a creative solution. And most of all, we promote tolerance to different perspectives. So that's respect each other's differences. You see that we are all different, okay? In this class, you are free to be yourself. Feel free to speak of your opinions as long as you can justify them. Again, the key word is this: open, open-minded. Now you see that we need to have a lot of interactions. We might be thinking, looking up information in class. So time constraint is there. And as a result, we won't be able to accommodate too many students in this class. The upper limit is 40, the strict limit is 40. And let's see if we could keep it down to low 30s. Feature number 2, the course is 100% online. The lectures and the quizzes will be broadcasted live over YouTube. Now to address these quizzes, you'll be posting your solution on a discussion board supported by Discord. During the lecture, feel free to post your questions on the chat channel of the live stream. Off class, there'll be also some Q&A channels set up on the Discord discussion board, so we could have interaction there as well. During the lecture, there's also a Google Meet session. This is there for calling purpose. For some of the quizzes, you will be invited to call in and interact with Polly in real time. Other than that, the Google Meet session will stay on over the office hour, so you can call in anytime during the office hour in case you have any questions. And the exams will also be online fully as a Google form. While you are working on the form, you will also call in a Google Meet session so that we could see you visually. Feature number 3. The class is almost 100% in English, including the lectures Polly will be giving, the assignments you'll be turning in, the answers you'll be writing on the exam, in fact, all the in-class, off-class interactions in English. The only 1% exception is this. During the live session, if you're really out of expression, having trouble finding the right words for it, it's okay to say it or type up Chinese. The others or Polly will try to translate for you. Just be careful though, especially during the exam. The credits will be given only when your English is understandable. So try to keep your words and sentences simple and get to the point. All right, so first 3 features. By the way, the calling Google Meet channel is right here. Another tab of the Google Chrome window that I'm showing. So this channel here, this Google Meet here is for you to call in to ask questions, by speaking instead of typing up on the chat. So on the lower right, you see there's also a window that is the chat of the YouTube live stream. So this is the YouTube chat that you can type up your questions and interact with me. This is another way, but this, if you show your face and talk, it's going to be streamed globally to the whole world. And so this is usually reserved for Q&As before the stream or after the stream. And of course, it's for the office hour. Now, in some of the quiz questions, you will be invited to correspond with Polly directly. Then you would join Google Meet session and you decide whether you show your face, but you would at least need to talk in that particular quiz. So the first 3 features and a little bit more of the introduction of what you are seeing here on your screen. But usually I show golfer here, on the upper right. And this is the YouTube chat. So feel free to ask questions by typing your questions up here. And in between, so during the hey, I know you, right? August Young. Hey. So yeah, and a lot of times what we do is before the lecture, we greet each other. Guys, try to be nice to your classmates. Yeah, say hi. So again, the class is to promote interaction. So feel free to show your emotion, to say hi, be nice to each other. Very good, very good. You guys got it. So so these are the parts of the screen that you're seeing. All right. So now you have experienced 2 videos. Now, the poly transition you to the next video. So I just said that we have 5 features, and I finished talking about 3. What about the other 2? The other 2 features are related to Gopher here. Okay, Gopher is the mascot of Golang, the programming language we'll be using. Okay, and so in this video, you will hear Polly's explanation of why we choose Golang instead of other programming languages, okay, that are more often used. And the final feature, I have to say, Poly is not nice, guys. Poly cannot be nice in order to teach well. In fact, Poly needs to be fair, okay, in order for you guys to learn effectively. So this next video, a little bit longer, 5 minutes. Let's see how you guys can cope with it. Okay. Feature number 4. For the programming assignment you'll be working on, this is the programming language you'll be using. Go, or also referred to as Golang. This is a relatively new programming language, but it's very popular and used a lot these days. So this is a table I think I extracted from Reddit. What's shown on the left are the popular websites we see today. And at the top, the programming languages they use to implement the backend server. So if we focus on the popular websites, okay, the services that are accessed by billions of users every day, you see that the languages being used are what? C, C++, Java, PHP, Python. These we know very well. But Golang also being used. And strictly, the very busy websites is also used to implement their server. And this is because of the efficiency of Golang as a programming language. Another reason that might draw your attention learning Golang is this. This is years of experience of a programmer, and this is how much they are earning each year in US dollars. So if you are a C, C++ programmer with 8.5 year experience, you earn about 55,000 US dollars annually. Python programmers, slightly better, less than 8 years of experience, and you get about 63,000 a year. The Golang programmer, maybe 8.5 years experience, but some 20-something% higher salary than the Python programmer. Last reason, and this is Polly's bias, Golang is entirely open source. That means it's easy to extend, easy to borrow existing code, and a really nice subject of study in order to find out why this programming language is so efficient. Nice, isn't it? Last but not the least, feature number 5. Well, I consider this a feature. Poly is not nice. You know what? Poly cannot be nice. Learning process is partly frustrating and partly fulfilling. In fact, the reason you feel fulfilled is because you overcome frustration that you previously thought impossible. Every semester, every year, some of you might not be able to overcome the frustration. Okay? As a way to communicate that this is a course that requires effort, requires patience, okay? Requires positive thinking, and keep going. Let me flash the grade distribution over the past semesters, past years Poly has taught the course. You see that? Mass majority, 70s, 80s, but there'll be some who fail the course. Majority, 70s, 80s, but some fail the course. Okay, and you see the distribution pretty much a skewed bell shape. Occasionally a twin bell, like this. Yeah, so let me quickly flash this over. Spring 22, again, you see mass majorities in 70s and 80s. But starting from fall 22, there's a major change. The grades are now represented in the letter system. So the 70s and 80s correspond to actually a wider range of letter grades from C plus all the way to A. So in a way, you are seeing a finer granularities of grade distribution using the letter grades. And in such a system, you see the mass majorities fall in these three categories: B plus, A minus, and A. For spring 23, you see again B plus, A minus, and A. Oh, sorry, this should be A. Yeah, this is where the mass majority of the students receive in the end of the semester. And this is fall 23, mass majority falls in these three categories again. Yeah, so 5 features. And some of you I know that are looking to add this course, so this 1 minute video is just to explain how you might be able to add to the course. In case you're looking to add to the course, sorry that we couldn't take too many due to course design and capacity. The ideal size is in the 20s. This semester we do have a TA, so maybe we could accommodate to low 30s. Now, in order to add, you need to meet the prerequisites of taking this course, and we'll be taking the students on a first come, first serve basis. So in order for us to know whether you meet the prerequisite, you need to fill a Google form which is available from the course page. In the meantime, you want to follow the first 2 weeks of the course and complete quiz number 1 and 2. The results with the echoes to each of you will be posted on the Discord server of this course by next Wednesday, 5 p.m. And the perspective of adding to this course, with gracious support from NTU and MOE, we found a TA this semester. So we can accommodate a little bit more students. So if you're looking to add and have not yet filled out the add form, please do so as soon as you can. I think this semester, chances high that you add to the course. Okay. Now, the cautions. So you do want to be careful deciding whether you want to take this course because we're using a very different language and the course is very interactive. You kind of need to attend the live streams in order to not miss the opportunity to earn extra credit for participation. Okay. And lastly, the exams. Okay. The exams is going to be online as a Google form. That means you have access to the whole internet. So the exam is not just open book, it's open internet. Okay. Now, in order to be fair, okay, the exams are all made long, super long. In fact, that many of you won't be able to complete the whole exam in the end. Okay. So if you cannot complete exams in this course, it's completely normal. But it's very unusual. I do notice that some students have trouble coping with this emotionally. Okay, so they are super long. So in order for you to do well with exams, what you want to do is to get familiar with the terms, with the concepts, with the mechanisms or algorithms, and sometimes equations. Okay, so make sure you are familiar with all these before coming to the exam. That way you'll be able to respond quickly when you see the question. And so you complete more problem sets than the other students. So that is a trick you do better in the exams. So this video explains the cautions in detail. To help you assess whether the course is at the right level or right format for you, let me stress these. First, you'll be learning the Socket API to implement internet applications. This is brand new for many of you. And on top of that, you have to do this using a brand new programming language. So the programming assignment here, definitely not trivial. It would take you time. Second, there are many quizzes. They're going to pop up in the middle of the lectures here there. And they will pop up when the technical content required to solve the quizzes are mentioned. If you are not able to follow the live streams, that means you miss the best opportunities to solve the quizzes. That means also you miss the opportunities to participate in the group discussions. The exams are going to be online as Google Forms. So good news is that it's open book. In fact, it's open internet. So you can actually look up answers. But the bad news is this: open internet also means you have access to each other. So to ensure fairness and to make sure that you focus on working on the exams yourself, the exams are all very long so that you need every second of the time to answer as many questions as possible. This form of exam is going to be frustrating for many of you as they are very different from the exams you have taken previously. Okay, bear that in mind. But if you think again, it's going to be fair. Those who understand the notions being taught in class will do better. Those who review these notions so that you can, relay quickly during the exam time will do better. Another way the exam might be a little bit frustrating for you is that there will be programming questions, as programming is an important part of the course. So you guys will need to work on debugging the program right there in the middle of the exam. Now, the lectures being online over YouTube Live might not be comfortable for some of you, as whether it's going to be stable and the video quality, it really depends on the ISPs. Okay, from my side as well as from your side. And even though this is called YouTube Live, it will not be exactly real time. It really depends on how far Polly and you are apart. But the advantage is this: the live stream videos will be recorded and available, so you can come back to review what's being taught, what's being discussed during the quiz time. There will also be short videos sorted in the order of the chapters so that you can catch up quickly or review quickly, skipping the chit-chats in the live streams. All right, so those are the pre-words. Now we advance to the second page of the topics today. So next is administrative info. Now, guys, if you look at the topics down the list, the next one is what? Quiz 1. Yeah, so as I mentioned that there'll be quizzes popping up allowing interactions. So it's coming up right after this video. Administrative information. The one most important information is the web page. Now the URL is pretty long. Here's the QR code for your convenience. Now in case you're on the run and not having the QR code handy, Google up Polly Huang. You should find her page. And there's a teaching link underneath her name, and click into that. You should see the Spring 2024 link under the Introduction to Computer Networks category. Administrative information. All lectures will be online as YouTube live streams. There's going to be an hour of streams Tuesday afternoon and 2 hours of streams Wednesday morning every week. And Polly is going to be the streamer. Her office is in the Barry Lam Hall up on the 6th floor. This is the phone number, but I highly recommend that you try to write her emails. That's the best way to reach her. There's also an office hour set to every Wednesday about noon. That is the time right after the Wednesday morning lecture. If the office hour is not exactly convenient for you, set up an appointment with Polly. We can talk over Google Meet, or you can come to my office in person. Guo Cheng is the TA this semester. He's going to be in charge with the programming assignment related problems, as well as grading the programming assignment part of the exams. So he's also in Barry Lam Hall up on the 6th floor, but a different room, 621. And this is the email to find him. And there, we're in quiz 1. All right, so let me go to the whiteboard so that I can dribble on it. Okay, so like this, yeah. So for quiz 1, guys, I ask every one of you to do it. First, step 1, register a Discord account, which I think you probably don't need to. Everyone has a Discord account these days. And then join the class Discord server by scanning this QR code. Or go to the course page. There's a link called Discord. Just click that. It takes you directly to the Discord server of the class. And now, go to the profile setting and then change your display name to the name you have on the NTU record. And why is this necessary? Because we need to grade you, grade your participation and grade your quizzes. So let me know who you are exactly, all right? So change your display name to your name on NTU record and Lastly, find this particular channel, W1 quiz 1, and type hi on the channel to everyone. All right. And you know what? Polly will demonstrate. Okay, let's go to the score server. Oh, I see that you guys scan the QR code and that takes you easy here. Exactly. And so what do we need to do? Yeah, we need to go to the profile setting, right? Which is here. So on the lower left, you should see your username, the current name, and towards right there's a user setting. If you click that, yeah, that takes you to the user setting, and display name is already here. So if you just do edit, as Polly is doing it, edit, I can actually change the display name to the name that appears on the university record. All right. So guys, please do that so I know who you are. And hey, this is not the only thing. Is there a link for the Discord server? Cassandra, if you go to the course page, look at the screen on the upper right. Yeah, if you look at it, there are several links from the course page. And Discord, this link, if you click into it, it will take you to the Discord server. Okay. Sorry, August, I think URL doesn't show on YouTube chat. Yeah. Yeah, so Polly will demo and I'll go back to the quiz and you will have time to complete the quiz. Okay, I promise. So change this, and then what do you need to do? You need to find a special channel called, there you go, W1 quiz 1. Ah, good. Many of you have already come here. Wait. Yeah. I see August, Elslim. Yeah, so you guys come here and say hi. That's exactly what the quiz was asking for. So, yeah, no worry. I know that some of you are still getting used to the setting here. So you guys have 30 seconds. This link is not working. Interesting. Cassandra, do you have a Discord account already? That's odd. So how about scanning the QR code here? Okay, so you have 30 seconds to try to complete this. All right, Cassandra, you don't have to complete the quiz in class always. Okay, as long as you complete the quiz by Saturday 6 p.m. Okay, as Polly has specified here. Okay, to count as you complete the quizzes is you find for quiz 1 you find the score server and go to that particular channel and post hi while you as your display name has been changed by Saturday this week. So the assignment that week is always due by Saturday that week. I can because I'm on a laptop. Oh, I see what you're saying. But even if you're on a laptop, then click the Discord link. That's a URL. Can you? Okay, let me go back to the Discord space. You should see the URL here on Google Chrome here. So Cassandra, that is, yes, I have, I can. Okay. So you can scan it with your cell phone, and if you install the Discord on the cell phone, you should be taken to the Discord. Okay. I have uploaded the link. And so, no worries, Cassandra. You have time to figure this out by Saturday. Okay? So, hey, so back to quiz 1. You guys have now, how about 10 seconds to complete quiz 1? And to add to the suspense, while you are working on the quiz, this is the background music in 10 seconds. Because I guess by now all of you have completed quiz 1. There you go. Very good. And that's 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Ying Ying, thank you for trying to help here. I think August also tried to help, but on the YouTube chat, URL is not allowed. So maybe I can try something like this, adding some space. I don't know. Does this show? Okay, let me know. Okay. All right. So this is quiz number 1, and you have experienced what a pop-up quiz is like. For most of the quizzes, great, working. For most of the quizzes, we'll do it in class, interactively. And a lot of times we'll also go over the quizzes, okay? Because when the quizzes are more open-ended problems, then you might see different teams actually come up with very creative, different solutions. In the description of this video, that will also work. Okay, so I would try to do that at the description of this video afterwards. Okay, thank you, Ying Ying. And you know what? Hey, how about coming back to the next topic? All right. Yeah, I know the first time it can be a little bit frusty, we can be a little bit rusty, and it's taking us more time, but it's okay. Once you get used to it, then you know how it's like. All right, now let's get to the content. Now, the things that we'll be teaching in this class. So content, I'll be speaking about it in 2 parts. The first part is more that I want to emphasize why it's necessary that we have these prerequisites, why you need to take at least a programming class, why you need to know the computer system to some degree before you can take this class. Okay, so here's the video. Let's talk about the technical content we'll be covering this semester. So this will be your first course on the internet. We do not assume you know anything about the internet, but we assume you have the basic knowledges about computers and you know how to program. That's why these courses are the prerequisites. You must know how to program. You must also know what's inside a computer. So you need to know how to program using a compiler-based programming language, such as Python, C, C++, or Java. Now, if the only programming language you know is JavaScript, be careful. That's a scripting language. The coding style is somewhat different. You might need some time to adapt yourself into the compiler-based programming language's programming style. You need to know the computers. Inside a computer, if you recall, there's CPU, very important, right? The memory, also very important. And then there's hard drive, display, keyboard, the peripherals. Between the main components and the peripherals, there's a bus, okay, that's connecting everybody together. The thing together is a computer system. Internet. In order to access internet, we add one more peripheral called the network interface card. So this card here is another peripheral that allow the system here, allow the computer here to send messages out onto the internet to another computer. In this Introduction to Computers course, you should also learn about within a computer, we pass data around as well between the main memory and the hard drive all the time. Okay? What's so powerful about the internet and the relevance of this course to this Introduction to Computer course and Operating System course is that internet, network interface card, extends the reach of the data we are producing or we are looking for from within the computer to outside of your computer to the internet. So definitely must have introduction to computer networks. If you do have advanced programming training, or you have taken courses about data structure, or better yet, algorithm and operating system, great. Those will work to your advantage. But be careful though. Internet, as opposed to operating system, we have a whole new suite of mechanisms that we need to learn. Programming, doing sake programming. So sake programming is the kind of programming we'll be doing. It's very different from the other programming assignments you run into taking the data structure course, taking an average computer programming course, taking a machine learning course. In those courses, you learn the API to do computations mainly, okay, to do input-output. You most of the time try to come up with an algorithm or better algorithm to make sure that things are complete or complete real fast. Okay. The kind of programming we're doing, sake programming, is to ensure that we call the API in a correct way and we send the message in the right format so that the computers outside on the internet will be able to take the message in and interpret the content and send the corresponding responses that we are asking for. And once the message is in, we need to know the API to extract the data, interpret the content, and send more message, okay, accordingly. So the type of programming we'll be doing here in this course, very different from most of the programming assignments that you run into. Taking a computer programming course, taking a machine learning course. Okay. All right, so that's why we have these prerequisites. Okay, before we go down to the scope, what chapters in the textbook will be talking about this semester? Let me try to answer Aslam's question. Yeah, so the quiz is just that you change your display name, which is exactly what you're doing. So let me go to the score here. So I mean, you change the name appearing on your NTU record, and then type hi here on W1 quiz 1. So you have completed the quiz. So something that I meant to say is usually to grade your quiz, I would do something like this. Yeah, saying that you have completed it. Okay, so I should do this also for August and every one of you. Okay, so it's a way of saying that I've seen it and it's good. Now for some of the quizzes, I might have also comments, okay, seeing your solutions to the quiz problems. All right, so let's come back. The chapters we'll be covering. Now this video, about almost 4 minutes, okay, sorry. Interesting. I'm seeing a very, so are you guys seeing the content here? Hopefully you are. Okay, let me know, guys. So we are entering the second video of the content. Let me know this is what you're seeing. Nope. Because I am seeing the echo part of the video showing on YouTube stream. So let me try to play the scope video here. That's covered the chapters that we'll be teaching. Yeah, it seems that we're going back in the stream, so I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Let me play the scope video first, about 4 minutes. And here's how we are going to introduce the internet. We'll break it into components and introduce them one at a time. So you'll learn about what these components are. Most of the components are straightforward, but some of them, there could be mechanisms running to sustain the operation of the internet. So we'll learn about how these mechanisms work. We'll go one more step further. Learn about why these mechanisms work this way. Okay, you'll see that there's certain classes of problems that network engineers repeatedly trying to address. Mainly about how we make sure the messages are received correctly. Mainly, the messages are delivered efficiently. Internet is the subject of our study here. We know it's huge. Not only because we have many machines connected to it, but also there's so many mechanisms being designed and implemented for it today. Now, in order to introduce them, we try to break them into categories. Okay, and the way that we categorize things is we call them layers. So it's kind of, 1, 2, 3 layer. Okay, some at the top and some at the bottom. Okay, the top layer is called the application layer. Second, transport layer. Third, network layer. Bottom, link layer. Now this is also about the order of the chapters in the textbook. Okay, at the top, we talk about the mechanisms support individual applications operation. Each application typically one mechanism to determine how messages are being sent and how messages are interpreted when they come back. Okay. So in the application layer, we have many applications. We have a high diversity of applications on the internet today. And each of them, application layer mechanism, or let me introduce the term, protocol, application layer protocol. One application, one protocol. And this protocol is determining how you send the message out. So at the application layer, many protocols, each of them very simple, serving the purpose of the application they're designed for. Specific, simple. One layer down, the transport layer, you'll see that the number of mechanisms that we need to design and implement much smaller. Okay. You can count them using within 10 fingers. So number of mechanisms quickly shrink. And the mechanisms we need to design are to serve more general purposes. For example, how we send data correctly, reliably, how we send data efficiently. In fact, these functions are there to support the application layer protocol, because some applications might data to send reliably. Some applications might data being sent efficiently over being reliably. Okay, so you see one layer down. Mechanisms, fewer, more general, and slightly more complicated. One more layer down, the network layer. So the functionality quickly shrink down to just two. The two mechanisms are called the routing and forwarding. So these are the mechanisms that's running in the very center part of the internet. So hey guys, didn't we just say that the internet, on it, many machines are connected to it? So I and my machine connected to the internet. You guys, your machines connected to the internet. But all these machines are called the end systems, and we are called the end users. To connect the end systems together, there is a core network, the internet core. And that network is composed by many routers. These routers, the reason they're called routers is because their main functionality is to find a route, so they can forward messages. So my video here gets to you, forwarding the video segments to you. Okay. So at that layer, even fewer functionality, even more general functionality. And you can imagine the mechanism being even more complicated. So in that chapter, you will then run into an algorithm that you might learn in the algorithm course. And you know what? On the slides, Polly has streaked out the link layer protocols, the wireless, mobile, and multimedia network. But hey, we're lucky this semester. We have avoided the spring break this semester by teaching on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we will be talking about some link layer protocols. Good news this semester is that we'll be able to cover some of the protocols in the link layer chapter. Now these protocols are similar to the transport layer protocols, where we talk about data transfer from one user end to another user end to end. The link layer protocols handle data transfer from one node to another, machine to machine. So these machines are directly connected through a wired or wireless link. All right, so that's pretty much what we have for today. Okay, we're not yet done, so we still have a schedule, as you see the next topic, as well as grading. Okay, so this is the next topic, okay, that we need to talk about. These will also take some time, so we won't be able to cover all these, okay, today. So come again tomorrow morning. We'll go over the schedule and the grading and the details of how you earn good grades. Now, we do have 3 minutes left, so what I want to do is to go back to Discord and show you a few places, okay, so you know better getting around Discord, the course server, because it's a very important place, okay. So this is the channel I would like to draw your attention to. It's called Welcome and Rules, okay. So you see, rule number 1 says, please show your Chinese or English name as it appears on the university record. But showing both will be the best, because then your classmates, whether they're domestic or international students, will all be able to address you with ease. Okay. Rule number 2 is that introducing the channels there. So we have the announcement channels. You have already seen that earlier today. For general Q&As, right? I suppose that many of you might have questions you want to ask about the class. There's a channel called Ask Us Anything down here somewhere, right here, right? The channel right below the announcement. That's where you post your questions. Okay. There's also a channel called Random that allow you to post random thoughts. Okay. For this course, we don't have time to talk about grading yet, but it's very important you try to form a team and find people you can work with easily, okay, in the team. So today, maybe between now and tomorrow, use the random channel, that is one channel below the Ask Us Anything channel, and introduce yourself, okay? Or look for people who have introduced themselves and you can reach out to them and to try to form a team, okay? So between now and tomorrow, yeah, okay, Sally, you're late. We are closing, but there's gonna be another stream tomorrow morning. So guys, go to the random channel, introduce yourself, or post that you are already a team of 2, you are looking for 1 more, and things like that, allowing all of you guys to try to match up, okay? So I think about 65% of your semester grades come from teamwork. So this team is very important, all right? So random channel. And then there are the PA channels and the exam channels. Okay, the exam channels. Where are they? So the exam channels, if you expand this group called exam, you see exam 1, exam 2, exam 3. They are currently empty. Okay, let's close that group. And if you expand the PA group, you see PA1 channel. Here you see Polly posting information about how you start PA1 already. Okay, for PA1, you will need to know your team number, and you get the team number by answering quiz 2 tomorrow. Okay, so again, use the random channel to find yourself a teammate or 2. And then of course there are the quiz channels. So this is quiz part 1. There'll be also quiz part 2 and 3, but these will be added as time elapses over the semester. Okay. So let me go back to the welcome and rules. Yeah. So these quiz channels will be added as time goes by throughout the semester. All right. Now, it's already 2:11. Let's end the lecture now. Tomorrow morning, I would start by talking about rule number 3, 4, 5, and then we'll continue on talking about the schedule and grading. All right? And that's all. Polly says goodbye, and this is the music cue for the goodbye. And guys, hey, type goodbye and say goodbye nicely to each other, all right? Bye. Okay, yeah, good. Question here. I'm on the wait list. Should I still look for a group? Yes, please, guys. If you are on the wait list, definitely look for a group. Bye. Chances high that we'll be able to accommodate the guys now currently on the wait list. Okay, find yourself a group. Okay, let me scroll back a little and see. I'm actually currently taking this course. I've seen that. Although usually I would tell a joke about UTP. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Jen Guy 03. Okay, I get the joke. It is not reliable. And for the rest of the class, you will know that UDP is not reliable in chapter 3. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye. My prof just told me that joke in class today. Without teaching chapter 3 yet? That's interesting. Yes, there's a limit to the number of members in the group. That's a good question, Jia. The maximum is 3. The maximum is 3. Minimum is 1. So, hey, if you are a loner, it's okay, be my guest. But the maximum group size is 3. Save on live section. Yes, the video will be on the live section. So it's gonna be in a playlist called Spring 24 Lectures. I'm not even associated with this university. I'm accidentally found you on YouTube. That's the nice thing about YouTube. Okay. Other than the lack of sanctuary or over sanctuary. All right. Okay, good to know you, Gen Guide 03. I guess YouTube tried to, try to help me spread the channel. Okay, I just like computer science stuff. Right. All right, good, Sally. Okay, all right, so let me go back to play the goodbye music. Perfect. I noticed that you guys are a little bit obsessed being perfect, right? Because hi can be capital H and I, but you guys all did small I, a small h as Polly. Roll down the quiz. Ryan on the wait list. How about a big smile? Position. Very good. 林永义、李竹勋、田庭史、贾勋、Pio. Interesting. Tio, I'm not sure if this is your name on the university record. Okay, so second thought. Jiaxuan, this is your name on the university record, right? I guess some of you are probably just, sitting in. It's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yulin, Neko. I hope I pronounce your name right. Eneko. Error 404. All right. Falcon or Falcon. Interesting ID you have there. All right. 柯玉洁, Jackie Cole. This is like perfect Chinese and English. Okay, 200 points here. Oh, you know what? I cannot give 200 points. Let me see. Oh, okay. 200 point and another heart. Yeah, so Yujie, this is how you earn extra credit for the quizzes. Okay, I'll talk about that tomorrow. Gao Shaoqi, very good. Noah, thank you for helping. Yeah. Oh, thanks for tears. All right, good. I think I covered everyone. Great, 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 great. All right. All right, so yeah, that's all. See you tomorrow.